When a woman feels that she has no one left but God, that she has nowhere else to go, no other door left to knock on, powerful inner ruptures begin to take place within her. This is not the end of her story. This is the place where her new life begins. This life is her second spring and the point where she starts running toward her true self. Precious chosen women, welcome all of you. My request to you is this: accept this video that appears before you today as a message. And together, let us talk about what will happen next and what kinds of beauties will come into your lives. Chosen women who are currently being tossed around by life, but while being tossed are shedding their old leaves and will open new and fresh leaves, will watch this video until the end. Today we are talking about the sacred, hidden, and often painful journey a woman enters when life begins to wear her down the most. When all support is taken from her, when every familiar voice and everyone she thought would never leave is completely removed. And about the beauties this journey will give to that woman. When friends disappear, when the relationship ends, when the noise goes silent, and the only sound left is the quiet whisper of God. In these periods, the woman may be very silent, but that silence rings in the ears. It creates very harsh storms inside a person. But beautiful sister, listen carefully here. What you are experiencing is not wrong, not random, and not a punishment. This is God preparing you for a more beautiful life. Accept this video as a message and stay here, because this message is not just encouragement, it is also confirmation. This is what God is saying. Your loneliness is not random, my friend. Your silence is not wasted. Your loneliness is the soil where God is planting something eternal. When the crops grow, what is destined for you will find you, and God will place a great happiness in your heart. Let's begin, my sister. When people let go of you, God holds you. In your life, there will be times, repeatedly, when God pushes everything else into the background. This is not to harm your heart or hurt you. It is God engraving Himself into your heart. When the phone doesn't ring, when the nights become quiet, when the people you trusted suddenly act as if they never existed, it turns into a sacred love, because the absence of people is often God's invitation. If people are gone, you are not alone. God is with you. I swear, your God has not forgotten you, and He is not upset with you. This is a revelation that every chosen woman discovers. When everyone leaves, God comes even closer. He is not afraid of her loneliness. He uses it. He allows the crowd to leave so that she finally notices the one who never left the room. He allows people to abandon her halfway so she can learn who is faithful. And so the woman first trusts God and loves Him. This is not abandonment. This is alignment. It is God aligning you toward Himself. Your God is the God of the impossible. The things you cry over thinking they will never happen are very simple for God. The woman God is shaping must first be made ready for what is destined for her. The pain He gives you is not a punishment, it is God's workshop. In that workshop, He is shaping you, and you are God's creation. When you say, "I'm finished," God says, "I've arrived." In a life where everything goes well, a person sometimes cannot hear God and forgets Him. That is why God sometimes empties your life with His mercy. He actually does this for you. The end of a relationship, unanswered messages, friendships drifting away. When these happen, do you think God punished you? My beautiful sister, all of these are God slightly raising His voice to you, not to scold you, but to make you hear His own voice. Because God's voice is rarely loud. It is a whisper, and a whisper can only be heard when a woman becomes still. In that stillness, something sacred begins, my friend. She prays not because she should, but because she must. She reads God's messages not out of habit, but out of hunger. She stops trusting the voices of people and begins leaning on the voice of heaven. And transformation begins right here, because now you try to make yourself heard by God. She rediscovers her identity, not as someone's partner, not as someone's helper, not as someone's backup plan, but as herself and as a servant of God. She realizes how valuable she is. She learns that God is not someone to be spoken to only after everything falls apart. Whether things are going well or badly, He is the foundation she stands on. He is not plan B. He is the architect of her entire destiny. Above all, you must place His desires first in your life and show Him that. When Yusuf was in the pit, he knew he had only his God, and afterward, that is why he became the ruler of Egypt. Sometimes for things to fall into place, everything must first fall apart. Many women are taught to depend on others for approval, comfort, and direction. But a woman who leans only on people can never discover the power God placed inside her. To discover this power, you must be subjected to hardships, sister. And as you overcome them, you will see how strong you truly are. That is why God is shaking you right now with gentle slaps of compassion, because you must realize who you are and how powerful you are, not to hurt you, but to train you. Never lose hope in God. Never rebel by saying, "Why again me? Why did this happen to me?" That is the biggest mistake. No matter what, never forget this. There is a reason for what you are experiencing. Everything is moving under God's control. God did not abandon you halfway. He simply started feeding you differently. The problems He places in your life are not always people. Sometimes they are plans, routines, image, the desire for control, the need for approval. When these fall apart, it feels like loss, but in reality, it is freedom. Because when you lose what you thought you needed, you discover what you truly need. God is not destroying your life. He is creating a more beautiful version of your life for you. Pain is not an enemy, it is a teacher. It draws new paths for you. Pain is one of God's sharpest tools. And when a woman has no one left but God, the pain she feels becomes the classroom that prepares her for purpose. Pain is often not punishment, sister. It is rebirth. Pain is often purification. There were times when you were misunderstood, you were mocked, you were provoked, you felt empty, you were broken. But your tears are drawing you closer to God, and that is why you are here now. God placed this video before you as a message. Nothing is a coincidence. Your pain should push you into deeper prayer. Do you think if you cried out to God today, He would not hear you? Your suffering became the altar where your miracle is being designed. These problems are the tools that will lead you to your purpose. Pain gives birth to purpose. The darkest moment of the night is when the sun is closest to rising. If you feel bad, if you feel extremely tight inside, be ready. God is preparing a perfect gift for you. Brokenness gives birth to calling. Today's crushing is tomorrow's anointing. Some women never pray certain prayers until their hearts are broken. Some never seek God deeply until everything is taken from their hands. Some only enter their destiny when pain pushes them there. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the escort that brings her to heaven's door. If no one is there, God is there. He is the most beautiful guardian. When opinions fall silent, expectations disappear, and the voices that shaped your identity go quiet, God reveals who you truly are, sister. He says, "My servant, I have come. I am here. I am with you. Because identity is often hidden behind noise. You may have been unwanted, unseen, abandoned. But by coming across this video, you now understand you are chosen, noticed, and named by God. You are very precious, sister. When a woman is alone with God, the mirrors of people's approval shatter, and God becomes her reflection. She sees herself through his eyes, not rejected, but chosen, not broken, but becoming, not too much, but made for much. In short, she understands her own worth and value. She blooms in silence. You will experience many things, cry many times, laugh many times, be very happy, and be very sad. And in all of them, you will find true traces of yourself. Your loneliness becomes your classroom. Being alone becomes your security. Your silence becomes your trust in divine timing. Have a faith like steel, sister, unshakable, unbreakable trust in God. There is a kind of faith built only in loneliness, not church faith, not Sunday faith, not convenience faith, but faith tested by fire, confirmed by storms, rooted in the desert, a you who turns to God despite everything. Now open your hands and say to the one who created you, I bear witness that your power is infinite. Whatever you have written for my destiny, I believe in it, because I know you value me greatly. Write this in the comments too, beautiful sister, so we can read it because of you. This is not the faith of a woman who has everything. This is the faith of a woman who has lost almost everything, but refuses to lose her faith. This woman is now dangerous to the enemy. Nothing shakes her anymore, because even if she is shaken, she trusts the one who can never be shaken, and her destiny is in his hands. The people she loved left. She survived the hardest events. She stayed silent and prayed. She waited for everything to fall into place through prayer. Her faith is no longer dependent on outcomes. It rests on God himself. Her loneliness is not a delay, it is a delivery room. Purpose grows in quiet places. Callings are designed in secret. God is not ignoring you. He is incubating you. The most valuable things are kept in hidden displays. That is why he is not putting you out in the open. Because you are valuable, sister. You were not overlooked. You were overshadowed, a divine shadow. The silence around you is not rejection, it is protection. You are not being cast aside. You are being set apart. You are not empty. You are becoming. If you have felt alone, cried in secret, wondered whether God still sees you, this message is your answer. You are not behind. You are being built. You are not breaking. You are transforming. When a woman has no one left but God, she does not shrink. She strengthens. She does not get lost. She aligns. She does not fall apart. She falls into purpose. So beautiful, sister. Send a small prayer from your heart for us. Let us see in the comments who is praying the same prayer. Let us see who is burning with the same struggle. I am sure no one is alone. Here is the prayer. My God, give strength to the hearts of these beautiful women. My God, guide our women to the right path. My God, make these women strong against sin. My God, heal the wounds of our daughters. My God, give us patience and endurance. Today, God placed this video before you and invited you. So answer this invitation and subscribe to the channel. I promise you, nothing on this channel will harm you. Everything will benefit you, strengthen you, and bring you closer to truth. In the upcoming videos, there will be words you need to hear and lessons you need to receive. Subscribe, sister, and send this video to a friend. Maybe they need these words too. See you in the next video. I am waiting for your prayers and comments, beautiful sister. Take care of yourself.